And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, welcome to the Shadow Gallery. I am, as always, your host, Captain America. And no, I'm really just James Donnelly, but in just the flick of a wrist, I can become Captain America. Anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about today. What I am doing is this is the first time that I'll be doing this. So, welcome to this magnificent first for the Shadow Gallery, and that is I will be unboxing something that someone sent to me. That someone is my very good friend Iain, who you know as Comicnoob. And he sent me this. I have no idea what's in it. I'm very excited to find out, and you will see by the box here that I have not molested this package in any way. It is unopened. It has not been opened. I have not peeked. Nothing. So this is all good. I'm very excited to find out what's in it. So let us begin. All right. So we have more wrapping from within. Yeah, we have more wrapping. So, and this is also all taped shut still. Damn it. So, got the old Special Ops blade, and hopefully not cut into anything that's, meant not to be cut into. Okay. So, I'm going to close that. And we still have more tape, but anyway. Okay, I see something. It resembles a book. So, opening, and oh my fucking god. As we can see here, this is a trade paperback of Incognito, which is one of my favorite of Ed Brubaker's and Sean Phillips' series. So, and it also has a post-it note here, says, "Look inside, I know you're a big fan." So I will now look inside. And as we can see, this has been signed by Sean fucking Phillips. Wow. Okay. I'm going to take the post-it notes off now. So I'm going to put them over here. Although I might leave the one inside in. Just for... Oh, my dear Lord. This is something of beauty. This whole thing is just... wow. It's got the afterwords from each issue. All the pulp characters. Wow. Okay. Iain, thank you so fucking much for this. This is insane. This is awesome. This is going in a very special place of honor. Right next to, I have a signed copy of Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Strikes Again. If it were The Dark Knight Returns, that would be cooler, but it's Dark Knight Strikes Again that was signed by, it was a trade of that, signed by him, that a friend of mine bought for me from the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund table. But this is, I dare say, even cooler, because this obviously has to have been a personal signature of some kind that was, I don't know, taken to a shop and got just, wow, this is tremendous. It's this is so awesome. I can't tell you, again, Iain, this is seriously one of the coolest things I now have in my possession. I'm thrilled. I'm beyond excited. I don't even want to read it because I don't want to fuck with this. I really don't. I don't want to mess around with it in any way and somehow hurt it. So I can't just keep it. I can't just keep it sealed up either, because when I show this to people who are going to want to, I have to show them. Look, here's Sean Phillips signed this copy of this excellent, excellent, excellent work, and this excellent collection of this excellent work. So, wow, this is genuine surprise, shock. This is real, what you're seeing before you right now. Okay. To those of you who are knuckleheaded enough not to be following this guy and seeing his reviews come from a more, he's a comic noob. It's coming from a more new perspective. And one of the things that I love so much about him, other than his accent, is his perspective. He's looking at this with very fresh eyes. I have much more, I sometimes have much more, I don't want to say cynical, but maybe jaded, a little bit more wounded eyes, because I've been hurt by comics before, obviously, and I love seeing his videos because he does have, in some cases, a much different perspective than I have, and in some ways very similar. And I always like watching everybody's videos out there. It's all of you who do reviews and do comic vlogs. It's always really interesting to see someone with a similar or opposing point of view. I sent in something not nearly as cool as this. I thought it was pretty cool at the time, but now you're just making me feel bad, Ian, because nothing I send is going to be this cool. Although I know that you like Mark Millar, so maybe you have something that I could send you. But I don't know if I want to part with that stuff. No, seriously. But anyway, I sent him the first 2 trades of Preacher, which is my favorite comic book of all time, because he was kind of going on and on about him not being really that familiar with Garth Ennis' stuff, and I can't remember what this was in deference to, but I kept saying, if you liked something like whatever he was talking about, you're going to love Preacher. Now, he hasn't really talked about it in any of his comic vlogs, and that's okay, because he does single issues, not big things. But he did the graphic novel thing recently with that the Spider-Man book that he got, and hopefully someday he'll do the same with Preacher, because that would be cool. But I certainly hope that you've been enjoying it. In Comicnoob, my friend, my compatriot, my comrade in arms. Again, thank you for this from the bottom of my heart. If my wife were here right now, she'd also be. Well, I mean, she doesn't really care, but she'd be very happy that you sent me something like this, because she enjoys watching your videos too. But honestly, it's mostly for the accent. She does love your accent. Most women do, I bet. Most North American women do. So, seriously, come to the U.S., come to Canada. You're gonna get lots of chicks. I guarantee it. Just speak, and they'll be like, oh. So, wow. Again, just really, this is like when people when you see those people up there who win awards and shit like that, You know, it's like kind of, you definitely know that they were going to win, and they knew that they were going to win, and so when they get up there and they feign like, oh, I'm so shocked and I'm so surprised and thank you all so much. This is really, this is really shock and surprise and much gratitude. So I'm just gonna leave off there because I don't want to gush too much, but just absolutely, you're beyond aces in my book there, Ian. So I will cherish this for all of the days of my life, and thank you. And you know, if you're out there and you're watching, and you know, there's something that I don't know, it may be, you know, you're thinking about, or you know, someone that you really like, you know, or you know, there's someone I really like, and you feel like sending me some. No, I don't even know where I'm going with this, honestly. But seriously, so this is, thank you again, Ian. Thanks to all the people who do this. I like this exchanging of things. I think it's cool when we do that. But most everybody that I know actually has all the shit, except for Ian. He's the only guy that, you know, that I know doesn't have some stuff. So, or else I'd be sending all of you stuff that I didn't think you already owned. So, anyway, that's it for the Shadow Gallery for this evening. Of course, I'll be back on Sunday with my wrap-up of this week in comics, and I just actually, no, I'm not finished yet. I've still got 2 left to read. I know it's weird when you go in on, when I actually got a chance to go in on Wednesday and get all my books, but I've been, I finished playing Uncharted 3 last night after a marathon of playing for like, you know, like 3 or 4 days. You know, kind of a couple hours at a time here, a couple hours at a time, and then just playing like all day yesterday until I went out to get my comics, and then, or no, after I got my comics, excuse me, and then today, and this is again brief, and I tweeted about this earlier. I saw a film today called Kill List, and I feel really bad because I don't remember the names of anybody that were involved in it. But it's a British film. I can't even describe it. I can't even describe how I felt after finishing watching it. It's kind of it's in the okay. Follow me on this. It's in the vein of From Dusk Till Dawn in the sense that it begins as a crime thriller, and then takes this radical left turn into horror. I mean, From Dusk Till Dawn is much more tongue-in-cheek, kind of, they're having fun with the genre. And this film, Kill List, which is on demand right now, I paid $9.99 for it. I just was that intrigued, and I wanted to see it. This is much more. It's like a kind of like an emotional family drama mixed with a hitman, not, kind of a hitman, not thriller, but just, it's almost kind of matter-of-factly. They're just killing people, and it's brutal, kind of a, brutal, crime drama. And then in the last, like, 15 to 20 minutes or so, it makes, the most radical left turn into utter horror territory. And it's really strange, and for some reason it works really well. And I'm dying to talk to people about it. So if you've seen it out there, please, give me a shout, either on Twitter, it's at Donnelly92274. I'm on Facebook, obviously, it's James Donnelly. I have a Tumblr account, which is theshadowgallerycomics.tumblr.com. I also have, if you haven't been by there, I really hope that you do, because I have what I think is a pretty cool fanfic piece on the Punisher. I also have an essay on Sopa and Pipa, and I'm getting ready to put like my 10 best, like my year-end wrap-up of films on there. But that's kind of on hold right now. But anyway, so this is the Shadow Gallery. James Donnelly saying again, thank you, Comic Noob. Thank you, Iain. I love you. And we'll see you again on Sunday night. Okay, so till then, bye-bye.